going on, everybody? And thanks for hanging out with us on Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the country. It is Tuesday, February 3rd, and I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
You dig?
And Million.
Hey.
And we are so excited to be here per usual, especially because it is still Black History Month.
Black History Month.
And it's going to be Black History Month.
Come on now.
All
Amen.
month. And every day this month, we're starting the show off with 1 minute of Black excellence. And to bring us our 1 minute of Black excellence, here is Rondell with 2 N's.
Yes, this 1 minute Black excellence comes. Maria Van Britton Brown, a Black nurse, invented the first home security system in 1966, including a camera, peepholes, and a monitor, because police response times in her neighborhood were trash. Now, shout out to Miss Brown, because basically she said, look, by the time the cops show up, I done been and solved the case. You know what I mean? So basically, the first Ring camera was powered by I'm Fed Up. All right?
Amen.
And that has been your 1 minute Black excellence fact.
Okay, right on, brother.
Let's go.
Right on, brother.
You know what? That is actually a crazy story.
It is wild, right?
You know what I mean? The fact that it's true is even crazier,
Exactly.
honestly. You know what I mean? Like, dang, I just need the police to come up here.
That's it. I just want y'all to show up. That's it.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that every day this month because we deserve it. You know, you always hear about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, great figures, great impact, but there are so many other really cool people to talk about who've done
100%.
amazing things. We want to highlight them because we can.
Hello.
Anyway, speaking of cameras, ICE is now going to be wearing body cams in Minnesota now.
This is good.
This
I like
is a
that.
good development.
I like that. I like that.
Were they not wearing body cams beforehand? Are we?
As
Is
you
that
can
what?
see-
Is that what we're saying right
As
now?
you can see in the Megan Good video, Megan Good shooting,
Renee.
they had it. Renee Good.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Megan Good. My
It's a-
fault.
yeah,
The
we're
Renee
on.
Good. The Renee Good shooting. He had his phone out while he was holding the gun. So it's like, he didn't have a body cam on.
That's wild.
Yeah, so this is a positive development for people who've been just trying to get some structure out there. In fact, Christy Nome said that she talked to Tom Homan, and effective immediately, they're going to be deploying body cameras to every officer in the field in Minneapolis. And remember, Homan was called in to bring some order around here. The former commander out there, Greg Bovino, was politely reassigned after what happened to the protester who was killed by Border Patrol agents. And the scenario was basically painted as being totally different than what we all saw in the video. Kind of looked a little sketch. He was brought back to California where he was before. Tom Homan was told to come into Minneapolis, and here we are.
Yeah.
So this is great.
I think it's a great. I think I did not know that they did not have body cameras on already, bruh. That is wild to me. As an enforcement agent of any sort, why wouldn't that be the first thing that you give people? Bruh, you're about to start picking people up. They didn't think like maybe we should probably give them some. I mean, their name is called ICE agent. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a branch of a police officer or FBI or anything like that. Why wouldn't you give them? Come on, bruh.
Especially because they're masked. You know what I mean? Because there have been legitimate concerns with people who have said, hey, I feel like my rights were violated. And when they say, okay, well, who is the officer?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what he looked like. And he didn't have a badge. He didn't have his name. I literally cannot tell you anything. So the least they could do if they want to keep these officers masked for their own protection, is what they say, then give them all a body camera. So at the very least, you know, there should be footage from somebody who was out there in that area today. Otherwise, you know, all those agents would have just plausible deniability. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
How are you going to prove it?
Now, would that money come from the DHS, the government shutdown? How they doing all that? Would that money be put in that bill, or is it coming out of that? Do you think it?
Actually, if you'll bring back up what Christy Nome said about it, you'll note that she said the body camera program will be expanded nationwide as funding is available.
Oh,
So she's saying, like, you know, we do need the money. And that is kind of one of the stick-ups of the government shutdown right now, of like how to fund DHS and how much money they get. And is it going to be, not even how much money they get, just really whether if that money is going to be tied to the guardrails, which included body cameras.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe that's also an indication of them saying, like, you don't have to shut down the government. You know, we're happy to do some body cameras.
just give us some body cameras, please. We need them.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, another development. Trump said that he is only going to go into Democrat cities if they say please. Gotta say please. In fact, look at how long this True Social post was.
Oh my God.
Damn.
This is the full post. And this is one of those texts I feel like you get, you like, bro, I'm not reading all that.
Yeah.
I'm not reading all this. So I'm just going to tell you what this says because I don't expect you to read all this either. He basically says he told Kristi Noem, the DHS secretary, not to get involved in protests or riots in Democrat-run cities unless local officials explicitly ask for help, and they do have to say please. So says the True Social post. But he says that the federal government will aggressively defend federal property if it's attacked. He says that he instructed ICE and or Border Patrol to be very forceful in protecting federal property, and said that people who spit on officers, throw rocks or bricks, or attack vehicles will face equal or greater consequences.
So to that, Mr. Trump, I say, please don't come. That's all, Please don't come. Hey, there's your please right there. Don't come.
I mean, why do you say that though?
What's the point of coming?
Not to protect.
He's not
but
gonna protect nothing.
To get the illegal citizens out of there. You know what I'm saying?
He's not getting anything out of nothing.
He's not getting anything out of there.
So
but
what are we
he's
saying please
he's getting
to?
He's using the ICE agents to do that though.
And so what are we telling him please to do?
Please, we're saying we should be. I think it was a good move by Trump because it's showing that, hey, like we're at this point, if there is something serious that's going on, we'll just have you beg us dang near in order to get us back out there and help you out.
Yeah.
I think it's actually also another point that he's making. I think, I don't really know because you never know what Trump is going to do. But the fact that he's hyper focusing a couple times in that True Social post on it being driven by the local government there, like saying like they have to ask. We will come in when asked. There's been a lot of controversy about that, of Trump saying like, we're going to do this to you. We're going to bring National Guard troops from one state and we're going to send them over there into your state. And people have been like, oh my God, I don't know if he can do this. Now he's saying that he is going to send them in if these local governments ask for it, but also note that if these local governments can't handle the insurrectionists / agitators / anarchists, as he calls them, the federal government will come in when asked and handle it, unless it comes to federal property. I think they can do a lot to protect federal property.
So then, I guess in a sense, then the protest that they was doing actually worked. Like, this is what they was asking for at this point. This is what they was hoping for to get the ICE out of there. He's basically saying we're get them out of there, right?
ICE isn't leaving.
Yeah. He's not getting rid of ICE.
Yeah.
No. He's helping the ICE agents so they won't get beat up or anything. So nothing crazy. He's helping so nothing crazy will happen. You get what I'm saying? But also in that same sense, if he comes in and help, what does his help even look like? We've seen what Trump help looks like. That's kidnapping the president. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I just don't understand when he says need my help. We see what your help gets people. I'm okay with I'm okay with him not helping.
He said if needed, the military could be used to protect federal property. And, that's another level. If he means the actual military getting deployed into the streets of America, that would be kind of something that we haven't seen before. In fact, remember they were stationing a bunch of troops in like Alaska, preparing to come here, and everybody was like, "Wait, you're bringing like real like troops, to America?" So we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping that this is them dialing everything back down because it was looking very Civil War-y for a couple of months there.
Yeah. So he's basically saying that there won't be an insurrectionist act that he'll be imposing.
He's saying that I'm gonna let you guys control you guys' area, and if it gets to the point where people are rioting and protesting, you guys need to say please, and then we'll consider, we'll send you guys some help at dispelling all of that.
But also, what type of president even says that to American citizens? Hey, please come help us. No, as a president, you should want to help your people. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I'm not tripping, am I?
You're not tripping. You're not. But at the same time, he considers what he's doing with the ICE enforcement to be helping American citizens, and other American citizens are having a problem with it. So it just, what do you do?
Okay.
I guess it's just confusing to me because he's saying that I'm gonna have the Democrats say please, but I'm also sending ICE out there, and they're the ones that's allegedly causing all these incidents. So who are they to Who does he want to say please? He wants ICE to say please, or he wants the citizens to say please?
He wants the local government.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say something pops off in Minnesota and people are out there destroying buildings and doing whatever. Trump is saying, like, okay, if you guys end up needing some help in squashing all of this, you got to come say please, and we'll come help you out. But I took this to mean maybe he's not going to be imposing the National Guard or just any forces on cities to squash protests. And he's going to let these Democrat-run cities figure it out unless they explicitly ask for help.
This is the wildest thing ever, bro. The wildest stuff ever.
Crazy.
Please, Mr. President, will you come give us some help, please?
I just
that's
don't
so wild.
I just don't see him even going out there to even help them in general.
Exactly.
Because, like I said, they're doing what he's already ordered them to do. So how is he going to help the Democrats? I know he ain't going to help the Democrats.
He's talking about Democrat-run cities specifically because he is saying that this doesn't happen in Republican-run cities. So in Republican-run cities, ICE comes in, they do what they need to do, they get out, there's no muss, there's no fuss. In Democrat-run cities, it becomes protests and destruction and riots in his mind, and that's what he's saying, like, okay, if y'all start losing buildings and having destruction, to say please and we'll come help.
Because we were fine. I don't think they realized that we were fine. We were perfect. I don't think it was dog. I don't see too many illegal immigrants that do too much crime, in my opinion. I don't see that. That I have yet to see too much of that, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but I don't see too much of that. But we were fine. Even with them here, we're fine. I don't think they made too much of a problem for my life. If anything, made it better. Love a good taco.
I think that there's an argument to be made really on both sides because we have seen big devastating cases involving illegal immigrants, but we've also seen big devastating cases involving American citizens.
For sure.
Involving crime against American citizens. So there are a lot of people who are saying we want all of those illegal criminals out of here and we don't want them committing crime here. Other people would say we just don't want illegal immigrants here taking jobs from Americans. If there are trucking jobs that people are coming in and offering to do the job at way less of a rate, and they're basically beating out regular Americans for the jobs who are trying to, get a wage that they can actually live here and survive here on, then it's like, okay, we want them out of here too. Other people are saying these people come in, they do a great job. A lot of them don't harm anybody. They're sweeping up grandmas and kids and people that we just did not mean to be swept up and hogtied in the street like this. So, I think that it just depends on where you sit, Everybody's got a little roving opinion there.
Yeah, they do.
But we try to be fair here. So we got a lot of things to talk about on the national stage as well. Because, it's just never a dull moment around here.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment with the national, bro.
It just seems like, I don't know, are y'all not bored of just constantly being in beefs with people? You know what I mean? It's pretty nuts. But a lot
That's
of people...
your president.
That's our president.
That's your president.
That's our
Always
president.
beefing. Always
That's
beefing.
It's our president.
It's our president.
I'm scared though. I can't even lie.
It's our
I'm
president.
like when we start breaking these things down though. I am kind of scared because it's like Trump, DT. I thought you said and you promised that you was gonna have us focus on the nation, focus on America.
Oh,
and
yes.
For us to be doing all these foreign policies or implementing foreign policies around the world, you lied to the people. You lied to your supporters. I didn't vote for him. I couldn't vote against a black woman, but you know what I'm saying? But I still feel lied to.
Yeah. A lot of people feel like that. Like, yeah, they thought that he was going to focus on internal issues, the economy, bringing manufacturing jobs back here to America, prioritizing American businesses. All this foreign affairs we're seeing literally every day is like, hold on, what? And a lot of people were wondering what could possibly be next after the United States snatched at the Venezuelan president in the middle of the night and then took control of their oil. And then we also know they just sent a bigger armada than they sent to Venezuela to the Middle East to pressure Iran. And apparently Cuba is now next. My neck hurts.
Yeah, I was about to say that's so much.
From just how much, you're just constantly spinning trying to keep up with all this. So on January 29th, President Trump actually signed an executive order setting new tariffs on goods from any country supplying oil to Cuba effective the next day, January 30th. So he basically is trying to punish anybody helping Cuba keep their lights on. Cuba's economy runs on imported fuel. So they regularly have these energy shortages and mass blackouts, and they rely heavily on people sending them in oil. And Venezuela was doing that, to a big degree. And that was to help meet their demand for electricity generation, gasoline, aviation fuel, all that stuff. So the thought was that if you squeeze the fuel, you kind of squeeze everything else that Cuba depends on in the country. So Venezuela used to send oil to Cuba, but that's gone now because the U.S. captured Maduro. So now the Cuban leader's been kind of scrambling to figure out what to do and where to get the oil from. And Mexico has been helping them out. So what Trump is now saying, we're going to put tariffs on literally anybody who's helping Cuba out with the oil situation. Cough, cough. You guys, Mexico, they're now the single largest supplier of oil to Cuba. So along with this kind of tariff threat forcing their hand, Trump said that Mexico is going to cease sending oil to them. And I don't know if Mexico is going to comply with that. I do know that their president, I think her name is Claudia Sheinbaum, she was saying that she was going to send humanitarian aid to Cuba, like food and other just humanitarian aid. But I don't know if she's going to comply with this oil thing or not. But it is interesting.
Yeah, Cuba's not no like very rich country. Cuba's like what? Very poor country. Am I correct on this one? Cuba's not like, I wouldn't say it's third world, but it's not like super. It's not a Venezuela or Mexico.
I don't know actually about their economy.
Cuba is toe up to the floor.
Is it?
Yeah.
From what I've seen from the documents and from all the documentaries that I've been looking at, it looks so bad.
It's bad, right? Yeah. So this is a punk move in my opinion, bro. Like you big bad bully, but you bullying it's like being a high school kid bullying the elementary school kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you big bad bully you bullying the wrong person. You dig what I'm saying? Like I don't get that bully mentality that he has to go like for what? What is the purpose of bullying this country?
There was do you remember when there was a travel ban on Cuba?
A huge one. I couldn't even. Yeah,
nobody could go to Cuba.
Yes,
and then like the Kardashians went when it lifted. So I was just wondering, like, is it like a crappy little country, or do they have some degree of riches and finery? We know that there are Cuban cigars. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
They have resorts out there. But I mean, like I said, a vast majority of the Cubans actually are living in almost, it looks, again, you never know. What I learned is like, you never know some of these reportings, if they're 100% accurate or if they're just going to a specific area. But man, it looks really bad out there. It looks really bad. Now, to your point though, Dale, this is like kind of like the official statements that people are putting out there saying this is why we may be doing dealings with Cuba. They're saying that it has strategic location. It's 90 miles from Florida. We've already heard strategic location when we talked about Greenland. So it makes me wonder, is it like, are we trying to get this whole Western hemisphere or something?
Some people actually think that that's a plot, going on right now. But they'll never say that out loud. They'll say it's drugs and security. You know what I mean? It's like, it's always some other old reason. But as far as what Trump has said, he declared a national emergency over Cuba's ties to U.S. adversaries. So he's kind of painting Cuba as an unusual and extraordinary threat and accusing them of basically aligning with hostile actors and hosting major Russian intelligence capabilities and having ties to groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, which are U.S. designated terror groups.
When I heard that, it threw me off. How is Hamas rich enough to do dealings?
Hamas is everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Hamas is everywhere.
Everywhere. How is Hamas rich enough to do dealings in Cuba? It's so contradictory to me. Another thing so they're saying that they're doing it because they've been working with other people.
That they work with U.S. adversaries, and actually we have a quote from Trump talking about this.
Well, Cuba's a failing nation. It has been for a long time, but now it doesn't have Venezuela to prop it up. I think we're going to make a deal with Cuba.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means by deal with Cuba, because I don't really know what they want from them. I just see them really being squeezed. Like if I'm saying, you guys are a terrible country and you guys are working with U.S. adversaries, and I would like for you to just stop working with, I don't know what the ask is here, but they are saying Trump, in fact, predicted that this regime was going to collapse in the oil crisis, that we are helping bring about by saying we're going to tariff literally anybody who brings them oil. So they're saying, yes, the regime is going to collapse amid this oil crisis because they stopped getting it from Venezuela. Mexico looks to be right behind it. There's already been U.S. sanctions, and there's already been an economic crisis happening there. And so they are hoping. I mean, I don't even know what the goal is.
Yeah. See,
It's
that's
so
my
crazy.
thing. What's going
so
on?
crazy. Another thing that I could possibly see is like America trying to send a message to those other countries that's doing dealings with them. Iran, Russia, basically sending that message like, look, y'all, if you defy us, we can isolate you. We can make it so that you do not have any dealings with any other country. That's why that's the only thing that I could possibly see us really gaining from this whole entire situation, because we have been seeing China, Russia, at one point Venezuela doing dealings with Cuba heavily. Those are our adversaries. So that's why it's like one of those things, like, we see that y'all are getting too close to America, and we're gonna let you know right here and now we could do what we want in this Western Hemisphere.
So I just looked this up, and I do know that there are some people who would say that the regime is oppressive. You know what I mean? But that just means less and less to me these days, because we're just hearing that the regime is oppressive everywhere.
Yeah.
People think Trump is oppressive.
Yeah.
Some people think Trump is amazing. You know what I mean? It's like, who are you asking? Who are you talking to? But it says that Trump is seeking / pressuring Cuba to do a whole host of things. And that's, I'll just read off a couple. Accept deportees, stop harboring U.S. fugitives, boost a non-state private sector, which means a private sector independent of the government control, make political and rights concessions like reducing repression, addressing unlawful detentions, and just broader human rights reforms, and security / law enforcement cooperation, and the end of state sponsor of terrorism posture. Administration keeps Cuba on the state sponsor of terror list and ties tougher measures to that justification. So there's a few things, but I mean, I don't know.
It's so weird because Cuba, like I said, Cuba is like terrible. There's no major oil reserves. There's no rare earth materials out there for real, and there's no strategic commodities like that we need. So it's like I don't see it right now, but dang, this is a theory. I'm seeing what happened with Gaza. Maybe we want resorts in Cuba. Maybe we want resorts.
You think they're trying to
even
knock
more
down some
resorts.
stuff?
We gonna knock down some more stuff and start building things up, man. It's like there's no real reason of us doing this for real.
No, I'm saying it's a bully. This is a bully concept, bro. You're bullying a child.
Yeah.
Like literally, you're bullying a child. For what reason?
These countries consider this to be imperialism. You know what I mean? Like that this is just a bigger country with the guns and the military to do whatever they want. The U.S. considers this national security and foreign policy. So it's hard to see all of this and just not know where to land in your viewpoints, because it's like, I'm pro-America. I want the best for America no matter what. But I also have morals. You know what I mean? And I just have a guide, I guess, in my head that tells me like what's right and what's wrong. And some of this stuff does kind of look like bullying a little bit.
Yeah, and I have morals too, unless it's like something where I see that it's like we could get some really good strategic advantage out of this. And I'm just not seeing it, y'all. Just not seeing it. It's not like they have oil reserves like crazy like Venezuela did. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. And we'll do some more digging. We'll follow that for you guys. In the meantime, we also saw that there was a Russian jet that landed there in Cuba. And honestly, this is not really something super splashy, I would say, because nobody really knows what they did there, like what they dropped off, if they dropped off anything. But what people noted was that they are showing that Russia can still maneuver their way around and get to Cuba, because they had to go like through Africa, through the Dominican Republic, and then get to Cuba. And it basically showed what countries are still working with Russia in this effort. And this is a very similar path that they took to get to Venezuela right before Maduro got captured. So nobody really knows what this is about. Obviously, Russia didn't stop him from getting captured. So, you know, we have our eye on all this stuff.
Facts.
Really quickly, I also have an update in the Israel and Gaza situation. So there is a Rafah crossing that just reopened. I think it was Sunday, a couple days ago. And this is finally going to let people who are sick and wounded in Gaza cross over into Rafah. And it's been closed all this time. They basically said that they weren't going to reopen it until the last hostage was released from that area. That's what they've been waiting on. And that finally just happened, I think, a week ago. So now they're letting like 50 people who are sick or wounded and like one or two family members or people close to them go into Rafah to get treatment. And I believe they're also letting 50 people cross into Gaza who have just been waiting to get in since the war. So there's reportedly like 20,000 people who are sick or wounded and need help. So some people say like 50 is not enough. You know, we got to really open this thing up, but other people are happy that it's just happening at all.
Yeah. Especially when we've seen just how Israel has kind of just taken control of that whole Gaza Strip. So giving them access to getting some sort of help is amazing.
Yeah, some Palestinians reportedly think that they are getting a lifeline to the world, but the people who are sick and wounded there, I think, is a bigger story than it's really being reported right now, I would say, because there is a group that is saying they've been doing a lot of work trying to care for people out there. And they're actually getting the boot because they're saying that Israel needs them to basically give them a list of the people who are working with them, the names and just information about them. And these humanitarian groups are saying, hey, we don't want to compromise our people like that. So we can't just give you a list of them. Israel's side is saying, we want to make sure there are no terrorists in the groups. And, it is what it is for security and transparency. These humanitarian groups are saying, we're not going to just put a target on our people's back like this. So we can't give you this list. So now 37 humanitarian groups are actually getting kicked out of the area. And they've been helping a lot of people out there. So we have our eye on that story as well. But we do have to go to break, and we will be right back.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What No, give it up to you.
And million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News. You know we got to get back into these Epstein files only because there are legitimate developments. And the one that everybody's talking about today is that the Clintons have agreed to testify in the House Epstein investigation ahead of the contempt of Congress vote. They're about to be held in contempt of Congress because they were supposed to show up, because they were subpoenaed to show up to testify about their relations with Jeffrey Epstein, and they didn't. And so now they're saying, okay, we will testify.
That's good. That's good. It sounds like they was about to testify because they might have went to jail or something. They would have been held accountable for real if they pull up.
Nah.
You don't think they would have ever went to jail?
Nah, I think it's deeper than that, bro. I think it's deeper than why they coming in now. It's like, oh, either something's in them files that I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know, but knowing Clinton, they stood 10 toes down of not coming in. Why would they come in now? Something's going on.
Not only that, but Clinton has said, or their spokesperson, I can't remember who it was, who said something to the effect of, if you want to drop some of these files, make sure you drop all of them. As if we know that this is not it. Because we know what should be in there. That's how I took it. Now, I will say that Republican Representative James Comer said that there's no formal agreement yet. Nothing's in writing. There's no date that's been set. But the Clintons' attorney says that they are going to appear for their depositions on just a date that both sides agree to. So some people just don't believe it yet. This could just be talking. Other people say, okay, it's great. The Clintons are basically saying, we are going to be the example of people who are not afraid to come up and talk to Congress about what we know about Jeffrey Epstein because we're innocent. So,
That's what you call getting in front of it before it happens. That's what you call getting in front of it before it happened. Before your name gets slandered, let me go ahead and get in front of it and tell my truth real quick, and then we gonna let everything else happen. But yeah, that is getting in front of it.
See, I took it as like they're in a burning building and they just said, you know what? Since it's already burning, we're going to burn this whole thing down.
Yeah.
We're going to burn this whole swamp down. I'm not going to be the only one to get taken down because of it.
listen, because if they are under oath and they just happen to drop some names under oath, I mean, like, they could blow it all up if they actually know something. You know, of course, they claim they're innocent of anything and there's nothing here and this is just a witch hunt on them. So, yeah, go under oath and talk about it. I think that's great. Grill them. Grill all these people. You know what I mean? And if they're innocent, then they're going to be innocent. But I don't think anybody should shy away from an investigation. I will say if it were me who were being accused of these kind of allegations, I'd be running to the nearest television to tell everything I know.
Yeah.
Running to the nearest, Bible to put my hand down to tell everything I know. The fact that this has gotten so messy is like, who are you people protecting?
Right. Who are you protecting? And that's the real question that I've had to just sit and look at, because when they're saying that it's a witch hunt and they're being targeted, Trump was in those files too. So who is the people that need to be held accountable? Is it just Trump? No. Is it just the Gates, or is it the rich? That's the people that's being targeted right now.
All three.
Or is it all of the above? And that's where, I always hated the argument that if there were anything in the files, the Democrats would have been used it on Trump. I think they're all in there. I think literally
everybody,
people from both parties, this is mutually assured destruction if we expose Trump. So we're going to expose nobody. I think this just dropped and I don't know, it's become kind of like a bomb on them. I don't even think they ever thought this was going to happen in this way, because remember, this all kind of got started because there was a group of there's a group of lawmakers who basically had to sign a petition that said, hey, we want to talk about this. You guys will not bring a bill to the floor to talk about releasing these Epstein files. So we're going to all get together in a bipartisan way and sign a petition that we are going to force us to vote on this. And even then, it just seemed like it wasn't going to make it to, through both houses. It wasn't going to make it to the Senate, it wasn't going to make it through the House, wasn't going to get signed by the president, but then it was, and it was like, oh, okay, so they're really doing this. And then the date went by. December 19th, they're supposed to drop all the files. They dropped like 1% of them and then didn't give us anything else for weeks. And everybody's like, this is illegal. Why does nobody have to obey the law around here? So then they just randomly dropped 3.5 million files on Friday. And they've claimed this whole time that the delay has been because they were diligently going through and redacting victims' personal sensitive information. Lo and behold, victims are saying that there are dozens of nude photos unredacted in the files right now.
That's sick. That is sick.
Bro.
Sick, bruh. That is sick, dog.
So what have y'all been doing this whole time if you dropped 3.5 million files and there's still allegedly nude photos getting dropped, names getting dropped? I mean, this is, according to the New York Times, Justice Department published dozens of unredacted nude images on its website showing young women or possibly teenagers, according to the New York Times, whose photos were contained in the files. What have you guys been doing?
Oh, that's so sick.
It's crazy.
That's so sick.
It's not clear whether they're minors or not. According to this article, they say that the people in the photos appeared to be young. Some images reportedly seem to show the private island of Jeffrey Epstein, including a beach. Others images that they say were taken in bedrooms and other just private spaces. And this was not supposed to happen. A Justice Department spokeswoman said that they were working around the clock to address any victim concerns and additional redactions of any personally identifiable information.
You couldn't have.
What have you guys been doing?
Couldn't have. You couldn't have if you let this slip through. Bro, you're talking about Epstein. You're not talking about no regular files.
Yeah.
This should have been taken so seriously to the point where y'all should have been stayed up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days trying to make sure things was perfect. Bro, y'all are creating issues that don't need to be created. All we wanted to see, and I'm saying we as in, the people.
Yeah.
We just wanted to see what was in these because we deserve to see who is leading our country.
Yes.
These are the sick people that are leading our country. What have they been doing for the past some years? Like, what have they been doing? So y'all had one job and all y'all had to do was literally take the time. And I'm not even saying that from a viewer standpoint. I'm saying it from a victim standpoint.
Yeah.
Bro, you got people that came and they wanted to read these too. And they had to reread and be like, oh snap, that's me.
That's me.
Oh my God, that's me. Imagine one of those victims opening up the files and they seeing themselves in that file, bro. Like, and then every single memory comes back.
Or their family and friends.
Come on, man.
Is this you?
Come on, man.
And then oh my God. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, they released 2,000 videos, 180,000 images. The Justice Department said that a team of more than 500 lawyers and reviewers were poring over all of this. Remember, that's kind of the excuse a lot of people were giving them. Oh, they got to redact things and they got to make sure it's all clear to protect the victims. And it's like, how do we know that they were actually really caring so much about the victims versus all the other powerful people who are potentially in here? How is nobody going to jail? That's why I really don't understand about the Clintons. What are the Clintons showing up to testify about? Nobody's going to jail. They already looked through all the files and said, nothing to see here, nothing to prosecute here. So what are the Clintons doing testify about what? They've already got the files and said that there's nothing. I mean, what are we doing here? Wasting a morning?
Yeah, unless they go up there and say something like the most craziest things that we haven't heard. Like, oh, this happened. I bet y'all ain't know this about the files. I bet y'all, unless they go up there and say that, who gives?
Yeah.
Like, who gives? Nobody cares, bruh. Nobody cares. We want to know what's really going on. I'm sick of living in the world. I think we live in this world now. None of this matters. No, dog, I've been working on this show for the past month. I'm starting to realize that all this stuff matters.
Yes.
All of it matters. It matters. What we do, what these people are doing behind these scenes, it matters, bruh. It matters a lot. So we want to know. All I'm saying is we want to know.
Because you guys are potentially making the rules for the rest of us.
Come on, bro.
We got to abide by this stuff. There was even somebody in Norway. The Norway crown princess is getting some scrutiny over the fact that her name was reportedly mentioned hundreds of times. And I looked into this story, and it turns out that her son is facing charges in part for rape. It's like, who are these people who are like the richest and most powerful among us in all these countries? And this is why I thought they didn't want these files coming out. And when he said, good people might be getting hurt, people all around the world who are in these circles with the uber rich and powerful could potentially be in these files. It's crazy.
It makes me wonder, is it that money makes people sick, or are sick people making money? Because I wonder, I just think like these are things that they're, bringing to light now, and, they're facing public scrutiny for because they're famous, but there's people that commit these acts on a constant basis that are just regular citizens. Granted, we're held to a standard because we're lesser than, so we may not be able to get away with so much. But it makes me wonder: is it like the riches that's making people so evil, or you don't think so?
Nah,
when
man.
you have the ability to do whatever you want, it's like, hey, and then I could pay it off also.
Yeah.
It's like nobody can really stop me.
Now, to that, yes and no. These people have had problems before the money. I'm going to let you know that they've been sick before. The money just enhanced the sickness. Like once you get a certain amount of money, like you said, nothing can stop you. Money buys everything.
Yeah.
Money buys freedom. Money buys this. Money buys every single thing. So once you become untouchable, you can do anything. That's a God mentality, bruh. These folks have a God mentality. That's why they did allegedly the things they did on this island, because they had a God mentality. Why you taking pictures like this in front of the camera? Hey, you see me? I got God. Can't nobody touch me. I'm untouchable, bruh. I'm untouchable. Yeah. So yeah, they're sick, and then they get money, and then they get really sick. Like,
I think you said it perfectly, that it allows you to pay off anything I do. Like I can probably get away with it. My mom can pay it off, or I can pay it off. Dad's going to handle it. And when you're in that kind of a world, that's a different world than we live in. You know what I mean? Because that's their everyday. So if I know I can do literally anything and probably get away with it, then just whatever your evilest desires, it could just play out.
Just do it.
You could either be the best version of yourself or the worst version of yourself. And we're seeing, allegations that a lot of people are choosing worse. And the redactions, I think that's going to be a bigger story going forward, especially because there were weird redactions. Like President Trump's face was redacted. Allegedly, this is a report that a lot of different news outlets picked up on. This is from the Daily Beast. They took a screenshot. This was a text exchange between two people, and in the files, allegedly, according to several news outlets, including the Daily Beast, who screenshotted this, Trump's face was initially redacted. I went and looked up the exact file, and I saw this. This is what it's supposed to look like. So I don't know if they went back and changed it, because they have been doing that. People have been saying, hey, I'm seeing names in there. This should be redacted. Remember last time there was a photo of Trump in the files during the first drop that disappeared over the weekend, and then they put it back. So I don't know what these people are doing or why they broke the law just to drop a bunch of files that weren't redacted correctly anyway.
And then they took 40 days to do it.
Bro, don't even make no sense, bro.
It's so crazy. It's messy, and it really just shows like the government isn't as on top of things as we like to think they are. Like these institutions that we trust are human. They are messy also. They're going to mess up too.
Yes, a lot of people have been questioning our government, but on both sides. You know what I mean? Like neither side is just absolved of anything, like where people say it's all on the right, it's all on the left. No, there are some problems that I feel like we could address as people to just hold our government accountable. Like that's, I think, the most American thing that we can do, because we believe in this country and we love this country. We want to be here. We want the best for it. So, there's that. And we also have Nicki Minaj's ex rants going viral right now. The question is she exposing what needs to be exposed, or is she crashing out? Crashing out is what the younger generation says when they basically mean that somebody's having a meltdown. You think she's crashing out?
She's crashed out.
This is one post that she said. She said, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and, harm them as a form of blood sacrifice to their God. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. This is all I should say in a response, in a way, to everything we're seeing with the Epstein files. That's why we're talking about this. And after it was noted that Jay-Z was mentioned in the files, even though Jay-Z didn't respond to it, and people are kind of questioning whether that's valid or not, because remember, the DOJ said not everything that we see in these files are legitimate. Some of it can just be random FBI tips from a random person that has zero legitimacy to it, or it could be real. We don't know. They didn't give us any evidence. But Jay-Z's name did come up, and she started talking about Jay-Z. And in fact, the first thing she did was post, actually, I don't know what was first, but she posted a picture of Jay-Z and his alleged illegitimate son. This is the guy who had the claims.
That's been proven wrong though. That whole case has been out. Yeah.
They look just alike.
That whole case is done.
They look just alike.
That case is done. She posts this, and then she'd also posted some pictures with Jay-Z and Aaliyah and Jay-Z and Beyonce, noting their ages. There's like a 10 or so year difference between both of them. So they were basically saying that Jay-Z was around 26 at the time that Aaliyah would have been like 16. And Beyonce would have been, they're both under 18. I don't know the ages, but he was over 25 and they were under 18. And she's saying, imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old in this day and age and how y'all would have had his head on a platter. And I don't know who she's talking about. Is she talking about, I don't even want to name names, but she's been posting all these pictures in relation to the Epstein files. And people are just kind of running wild with what they think she's saying.
Nikki, this has been done before. Kanye's already done this, okay? He's already been on his rant. We don't need it from you, all right? We've seen this happen before, Nikki. This is nothing new, okay? You need to go crash out on your husband and your brother.
And why do you say that?
Because both of them have been not. This is no alleged, because her brother is in prison as of now for child pedophilia and all that. So these are cases that are done because they have been served. So yeah, Nikki, you need to crash out on some other things and stop worrying about everybody else. You need to crash out on Turning Point USA because they didn't choose you for the little alternative Super Bowl concert. You should have been the headliner. Because ain't you cool with Erica Kirk? Ain't you so cool with Erica Kirk? Why they ain't pick you to do the headliner of the show? Because they don't rock with you like that. You're black. They don't rock with you like that. I told you that, dog.
Look, and a lot of people were pointing that out as well. Like, how can Nikki be pointing all these fingers at all these people? She has no real proof. At least she hasn't dropped any real proof. Because if she's been in a room to see anything, I don't know the FBI having that information. I don't know what police she's reported it to. And people have noted the people that's around her and her family and who she's married to are dancing around some of these same allegations.
Come on now.
What are we doing?
Come on now.
What is this?
She's a hypocrite. Because like you said, so I looked up some of the cases that her husband actually did get into. So he was involved and convicted of attempted with a 16-year-old.
Attempted what?
Attempted rape with a 16-year-old, and then convicted of manslaughter also in 2002. You're claiming that these people are messing with underage women, but you're also married to that guy.
Come on now, brother.
You're also married to that guy. So can we believe you? Can we trust you, Nicki Minaj? Can we say that you're actually here for the people when you're sleeping in bed with one, when your husband is one? Who do we believe? I wouldn't believe her.
I don't know who to believe, because I've actually heard some of those claims that she mentioned there from other people who legitimately feel specifically that the Democrats are involved in this stuff. And it's in a different post. I didn't want this to get too political because it was already, weird. But she accuses, and people have accused of the Democrats of being basically implicated in all these things. Oh, I guess I did. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They're showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship, which is what happened in Minnesota. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted. No morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They've escalated to physical intrusion of places of worship. The demons inside of them are so bothered all the time. Now, that is a milder tweet, X-post, based on like the rest of what she was saying about the Democrats. But no, I mean, it's just, I know Democrats who are not demon, non-Christian, baby killer, whatever we're talking about here. So to put any whole group into these bubbles is just, I mean, it's just stoking division for no reason. If there are people who are Democrats who are bad, let's talk about that. If there are people who are Republicans who are bad, let's talk about that. It's not all the Republicans.
No.
It's not all the Democrats. It's just not, that's objective truth there. So like, they're just trying to piss people off with this stuff, I think.
Yeah, you sit there and for her to even like put it on the Democrats when the president you was just talking in front of, shaking hands with, holding hands with, was also in those same files.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj, you are so contradictory. That's why I said this lady probably is just going through a mental breakdown or something. She's losing her marbles.
Manic. That's what we call a manic episode.
And you know, we don't know.
Yeah, we ain't no medical professionals.
I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying that's what I've had them, so I know what they look like. So you know what I'm saying?
She would say that she is she would probably say that she's breaking free from what she felt like was constraining her before, because she's openly said, like, you're allowed to change your mind. Like, you should all know, no matter what happens in life, you're allowed to change your mind. And she's allowed to change her mind. Like, if she really is just a full-on Trump's biggest supporter in the history of support, I don't care. Go support Trump. I don't care. You know what I mean? But like, if you're gonna say some of this stuff, come with receipts. Y'all remember when Cat Williams was talking last year, and he was like, "These are the names that I have heard. These people are going to start to roll." It was more than just, I got some intel on people, and I know it, and you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well, okay. Okay. I mean, like, so I don't know.
And Cat was right too.
Boy.
That Shannon Sharp interview, boy, Cat was right.
I don't know what he summoned, but like he unleashed something crazy.
I'm talking about the universe said, you know what? We do need to start letting this out. We do need to start letting this out. Did he? Man, I said, oh my God.
What are the odds?
Bro, he been saying all this.
Yes.
Say, is Cat a prophet?
Boy.
Cat is a prophet.
Boy.
What?
You should go watch that Shannon Sharp interview. It aged very well.
Very well.
You know what I mean?
Very.
Boy. Okay, so we're not going back to the moon this month anymore.
Oh, shocking.
You guys.
Like, were we ever going to the moon?
We were going to go to the moon.
Did we ever go to the moon?
We were going to go this month, in fact. So the whole mission got scrapped. This was the NASA Artemis moon mission, and it was delayed at least until March. So they still plan to go to the moon. If all went according to plan, they were supposed to go as early as this Sunday. But during the dress rehearsal, they had a hydrogen leak. They do dress rehearsals and whatnot. And so that happened while they were fueling, and they had some other issues. So what I think is the craziest is the crew that's been in quarantine since January 23rd for this is going to have to go home and then go back into quarantine closer to the real date. They literally like isolated from all their friends and family. They have to go in because they don't want them to get sick.
Yeah.
So for 2 weeks or so from when they think they're going to launch, they got to just stay like totally isolated. So now it's like, all right, sorry.
The studio sounded like it wasn't built yet. That's what it sounded like. The studio sounded like it was not built yet. Sounded like it was still trying to put little craters in the moon. Some paint was a little chipping. It sounded like the studio wasn't fixed. That's what it sounded like.
You do not believe it at all. It was the moon.
No, not by any means.
I don't know, y'all. Come on now. I think that they. I think it sounded legit. I think it sounded legit.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I think it sounded legit, man. I said it. I think it sounded legit. Let's trust because our tax dollars is going to some of this.
Yeah.
To something.
Yeah. It's going to Paramount Studios. Your tax dollars are going to Paramount Studios. That's where it's going.
Well, we were supposed to not go land on the moon, that we were going to go fly around it, basically. And we were going to see a dark side of the moon. Well, not we. They were going to go swing around the far side of the moon, the side that you can't see from Earth. But now that has been delayed at least until March.
Well,
so we going to get it still, right?
Yes, we are.
We going to get it still.
How long does it take for that to happen? Let me just look. How long does it take for you to see the other side of the moon? How long does it take? Because I want to know that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that
it's got to be a couple days for
Let's
sure.
see, because they leave in March. They leave in March.
Yes.
probably like a month or two.
So it's like 3 months. 3 months.
Is it 3 months?
3 months. 3 months.
That is interesting because remember those people got stranded in space for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
8 or 9 months, however long it was. They were stranded. And that's what I was thinking. Now, how did you guys have enough food? Like, or I wonder if in their crisis planning, they say, well, let's just put in like a lot of extra food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because how did you guys sustain yourselves based on thinking the mission is going to be over on this date and now it's over? You know, I have questions.
Yeah, the producer walked in, gave him a couple extra meals, and then he said, "Hey, y'all good? Let me close the door." All right, guys, we're gonna turn gravity off again. Hold on.
Wait. So, do you not think that the moon is real? Do you not
What?
think that we're able to go to space? Do you think that space is real?
I think all of that is real. Do I think we're going to space in the moon like that? No, bruh. I don't think we're going to space in the moon like they say all the time. No.
So, when you heard them stuck in space, you thought they was just stuck at a studio?
We don't know where they were
They
stuck
was just
at.
chilling
We
at
don't
the
know where. We
studio?
don't know where they were stuck at.
Come on, y'all.
Or
We don't
if
know
they
where
were stuck at all.
We don't know where they were stuck at, dog. We don't have the ability as regular humans to even go. We don't. They can tell us whatever because we on Earth. We on the ground. They can say they can say when they in the skies and all, bro. We don't know. We don't know, man. We don't know. Until I go to space myself and then I see it myself. That's when I'll be like, okay, cool. I can agree. But until then, did you?
I think we've been to space. Like, I think that there are definitely satellites orbiting in space. I think that there
Yeah,
has
for sure.
been. You know, but I do think it's interesting that no matter what happens on Earth, we have an international space station where we work with like Russia. The U.S. is there. I think who else is there? Japan, maybe. I can't remember what all countries are involved with the International Space Station. But the fact that we can have so much beef and war down here and still work together, reportedly in Antarctica and work together in space, it's like. That's interesting. We're like brutal enemies. We're like going into all these countries because, you know, you're the big bad enemy, but we're working together. I don't know. Foreign relations are very interesting when you really look into it.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
But I will say, just to round this thing out, and something nice. Ye, formerly Kanye West, just sold out his first Mexico show with his daughter, Northwest.
Yeah, big Kanye fan. Shout out to Kanye. Huge Kanye fan.
He just recently apologized for everything he said that was harmful to the Jewish community. And he is now, you know, back in these streets trying to perform. And I think that's so sweet that he has his daughter who's just like, he spit her out as far as personality goes from what I can tell. You know, she's got some sass to her. That's very Kanye.
Kanye's liberated.
Well, that is going to do it for this hour, but do not go anywhere, folks. We have a lot coming at you in the Atlanta Hour. We're going to be right back.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. the legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
You are watching Hot 97 TV.
What's going on, Atlanta? Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the city. It is Tuesday, February 3rd, and I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
Hey.
And Million. Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm with you, brother.
That wasn't like as forceful as I thought it was going to be.
There you go, brother.
That's as much as you got for the people?
Yes. Yeah, that was kind of weak.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I thought.
Go. Start, do it again. Okay.
It's Tuesday, February 3rd. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
Power to the people.
Okay. And Million.
Right on.
It's Black History Month. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Okay, so as it is Black History Month, we are starting off every episode this month with 1 minute of Black excellence. So with your 1 minute of Black excellence, here is Rondell with 2 N's.
Yes, so this 1 minute of Black excellence is Maria Van Britton Brown, a Black nurse, invented the first home security system in 1966, including the camera, peepholes, and a monitor, because police response times in her neighborhood were trash. Okay. Shout out to Miss Brown, man. Shout out to Miss Brown. Back then, calling the police was like leaving a voicemail. Hey, yes, I'm getting robbed. Can I call you back? Okay, call me back when you get a chance so you can come help me out. So basically, she invented the Ring, Nest, and surveillance camera off pure frustration. That goes to show you that Black people don't panic. We invent. You dig what I'm saying?
Amen.
Hey, and that has been your 1 minute of Black excellence, baby.
Amen.
Dun, dun. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
I like that.
She made that because of y'all, Atlanta.
Because of y'all.
We needed cameras and peepholes and monitors because y'all don't know how to act. Shout out.
For sure.
Shout out for real. Black people don't. How'd you come up with that?
Hey,
Black
man,
people don't.
Black people don't panic, baby. We invent.
Amen.
Clip it. Clip it.
Okay.
I also think it's interesting that she was a Black nurse.
Yeah, Black nurse.
Who just came up with an invention. You know, when's the last time you invented something? Not for real.
Yeah, never. I don't think I've ever invented anything. I might have invented something like in the kitchen with like some sandwiches or something. Like a nice little
you be inventing something in the kitchen?
Which,
Oh, okay.
Which that is called a chef. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, well, to get into the stories that Miss Brown made her cameras for, got a lot that's gone on in the city, to include a weird one you do not hear about often. A man was apparently shot at the Decatur Library in the middle of the afternoon on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, man, this one was kind of sad. So, like you said, it happened around 5 p.m. yesterday. Upon arrival, officers located a man suffering from a gunshot wound. Emergency responders transported the victim to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he remains in critical condition. As you can see right now at the screen, they're looking for this man called Medicus Brown. He's supposed to be the suspect in this. He's the person allegedly that had a gun, 44 years old, and he's right now, there's a warrant out for his arrest for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. Now, they don't have any official reports on why this whole entire situation happened, but I did get a report from WSB that said they was basically arguing over an iPhone.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, they was basically arguing over an iPhone, and the person that got shot is the person that swung on the man with the gun.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if he knew he had a gun before he swung on him, because that wouldn't have swung on him if I knew he had a gun. I'm just going to be honest with you, bro.
Right, and that's the thing about it. So, like I said, we see Medicus Brown. He's 44 years old with a gun. Y'all, what happened? You know, the older generation is always telling us, put your dukes up. We used to fight. But we see old men up in the switch, open a poll on people.
Yeah.
I will just question, when is the last time you went to a library?
I go to the library all the
No,
time.
you don't.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do.
Don't
God,
get
this
up here and
lie.
lie. Boy, people just get on TV
Oh
and
my
lie.
God, that is so nuts.
Bro, I spend my free time in the library.
No, you don't.
When I go out for lunch, I go to the library.
No, he's
What are you
literally
talking
lying.
He
about?
got these glasses and just think he's Mary Poppins or something. What? You don't even read like that, dog. What you mean? He said, yeah, I go to the library all the time.
All the time, bro. All the time.
Yeah, you got your library card in your pocket since you going to lunch?
Right. I don't got my wallet on me right now.
Oh, okay.
If I did, I would have been able to show you.
Yeah, okay.
But again, though, I'm saying
You got them glasses at the library. That's what you got them glasses. He said, let me get these from here and let me let them know I read. I need to let them know I read.
But if you have any information on Mr. Medicus Brown, he's please call the authorities and let them know, y'all. Again, what happened to just fight, like getting scraps, like, fighting?
I mean, I guess, but also those pictures look like they had a little something wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? Some mental, it looked like something was going on. But I can't say, but, just.
Yeah. I mean, because again, the type of person who may need to go to the library with a gun,
homeless,
may not be doing the best in life.
Exactly.
I mean, so I don't know.
To your point, there was actual reports saying that Decatur, this library is like a warming center in a sense. So maybe
Don't doubt it.
There is something there, right?
Because there are a lot of people who are homeless or just who are struggling, don't really have it, who go there to use the computers for internet access or to print something or, whatever. So, that's a shame. Especially because there could have been kids there. Only people who are really going to a library these days, I would say, are either people who are kind of in that position, not necessarily homeless, but just kind of need, some free Wi-Fi or some free warmth, and kids.
Yeah.
So to bring all this around a place where kids go is crazy.
Or maybe you just want to study. Maybe you just want to do your work there. Maybe, like, I go to the library all the time.
Oh, my God.
These are all the things that I go to the library for.
Bro, just be lying.
And it's crazy because we really wanted to be a show where you could come and not get lied to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it feels like the people on TV are lying to you.
Such a safe space, and he just ruined the safe space by lying.
Catch me in the library today. I'll be there.
Catch him. Which one? Which one's your favorite library? Top three.
Fulton.
The Fulton Library.
Yeah. No. Peachtree Library. Catch me at Peachtree Library.
What do you read? What do you read in these libraries?
Yeah. What are you doing?
All types of things.
Describe the layout.
Mostly the children's books.
Yeah.
With the
mostly
pictures.
Yep. I read the children's books. Out of all the books, I'm choosing the children's books.
I just said you lying up. Hey.
What's the address of the Peachtree one that you go to? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. You would know because you're there all the time.
Y'all, what is going on here?
All right. I just wanted to. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
She called about so much.
Don't worry about it.
What's the address?
Don't worry about it.
I use GPS. I
Don't
just
worry
look it
about
up.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
fine.
funny, bro.
Let's move on, shall we?
Let's
From the
go.
lies. Police say a naked woman tried to bribe officers to avoid getting arrested at a hotel in Cobb County. You people's crime is just on another level.
Wow. So look, a 25-year-old woman named Adasia English of Marietta was arrested January 29th in Cobb County. Police responded after 10 p.m. to reports of a woman walking around the hotel lobby completely nude, and she didn't have on no clothes. The incident occurred at the County Inn and Suites in Cobb County. I told y'all about them inns.
You did.
I told y'all about them inns. Them inns ain't safe now. So look, officers say English also walked outside the hotel while naked. Now, this is January 29th, so it's freezing cold outside. Now, when the officers attempted to arrest her for a warrant that she allegedly had, she offered money to avoid going to jail. Now, naked, offering money, where are you hiding the money? Y'all catching my drift? Y'all catching my drift?
I'm seeing it now.
You seeing what I'm putting down? All I'm saying is, if I was an officer, I wouldn't take it either. That's all I'm saying. Not giving me no booty crack money.
So we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we all. Yeah, she out of a bosom. No, I don't want to lift up. No, I'm joking. So she was granted. She was granted a $2,000 bond though. So she. I mean, I don't. It didn't say that she got out or anything. But
I do wonder how much money she thought she could give an officer. You know what I mean? Like, what's the number on that?
What was the bribe? What was the bribe?
What makes all this go away?
Yeah.
I'm naked. I'm full on naked in the lobby. What number makes this go away? Ma'am, if you don't put some clothes on and get in the car, because we're going to jail.
It's cold outside, Miss Lady. Come on now.
Cold.
It's freezing. You out there butt naked. Like, put some clothes on. I told y'all about them ends, though. Y'all get away from them ends. If you go stay anywhere, if it got an end at the end of it, don't even check in. Don't even check in.
Doesn't the inns have like bed and breakfast though? Like they usually have bed and breakfast.
Million.
What?
No, they do, but
right.
What? No.
What? I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see what's the issue here, because if there's bed and breakfast included, I'm cool. You know, I'll thug it out, and I just got a show. I just got a show too, and I'm eating. Like this is almost a 5-course, a whole 5-course meal, 5 stars.
Get this man, bro. What?
I'm just saying, bro.
What is wrong with you, bro?
I'm just saying. I usually go to the inns because I see like the bed and breakfast that's always there. So don't do inns too bad now.
Is that the selling point for you? Bed and breakfasts?
Yes, bed and breakfast. Yes. Y'all don't. So when y'all travel, y'all don't do bed and breakfast?
Not like that.
Wow. So y'all just go to hotels?
Yeah, for the most part.
I have looked up, I will say, like to see if it has a breakfast, but I will then look to see if the breakfast looks good. Like if it doesn't have an omelet station where I can get fresh, because it's like the eggs like just taste fake and the bacon will taste fake. My stomach doesn't want to do all that anymore. So I don't know.
She said she eat rich people food. Is what she said. She said her food is real. She don't eat processed.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the sad part about what he just said. Real food is considered rich people food. Huh. Is that not interesting?
Hello.
Boy, the people should be rioting at how much real food costs. Instead, we just say it's for rich people. Boy, the scam is scamming in this country.
Is scamming. But yeah, that lady Adasia, man, please, again, stay out them ends. You never know what you're going to see. You don't never know what you're going to see.
That's probably part of the reason why Million goes.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. You don't be in them libraries. You be in them ends. That would be it. That you take a book from the library and then you go to the end. Yeah, we get it. All right, I figured it out now.
It's a plate. You just read that book. He go get the banner, bro. In the lobby.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. All right, my bad. That was a good laugh. I needed that one.
Let's get this train back on the track, shall we? Okay. You are not going to believe what police are saying was happening at Atlantic Station. Police say there was a human trafficking operation operating out of there and that it's tied to the Fulton County Jail.
Yeah, this one was kind of interesting to me. So, like I said, investigators allege the operation was controlled by Jamel Ellis, also known as the Prince, who has been incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail since December 2024. So he's been allegedly he's been the person that's been seeing this operation. He's the person on the left. He's the one that's been overseeing this operation even through prison. Aziz Balamani, the guy on the right, what profession does he look like he is in?
What profession?
Yeah, what profession does he look like he's in?
Oh, bro, I can't tell by this picture. What kind of question is that?
The guy on the right. I'm just asking. What do you think what could you see him doing?
A Waffle House
professionally?
Cook.
A Waffle House cook?
Yeah.
Honestly,
okay.
That's not a bad guess.
Okay. What about you, Lana?
Oh boy, I guess I could see him. You know what? He kind of looks like he might work at a car wash.
Car wash?
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so y'all not gonna believe it, but job. Aziz Balamani was a special education teacher at Chestnut Elementary.
He was?
He was a special education teacher at Chestnut Elementary. He was arrested on campus and charged with trafficking a person for sexual servitude. Investigators believe Balamani was recruited to target vulnerable women, facilitate prostitution, and expand profits with Ellis maintained control from the jail.
Wow.
So he was I don't want to say it, but he was a pimp for like that. Why he was doing
allegedly, but on the side he was or maybe his main gig.
I think his main gig was a teacher.
His main gig was the teacher.
Yeah, I don't think that's not funny, bro. That's not funny.
None of this is funny.
That's not funny. But his main gig was being a teacher.
Right. And so when I was reading this story and I was going through it, it made me think about our conversation from the other day when we was talking about how, you know, some of these teachers aren't getting paid enough.
Nah, bro.
You might have a point.
Hey, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at him, but that's not funny.
No.
Okay.
So like, no, really though, like it is a topic of concern because he was a special education teacher. They allege the Chestnut Elementary alleges that they did a severe background check on Balamonte before hiring him.
Interesting.
I could not see myself hiring somebody
that looked like that.
But
I mean, he looks fine.
I mean, yeah, and see that it's a gray area because you don't want to come off as being discriminatory at all.
No, for sure.
But at the same time, I seen tattoos on his neck. It's just kind of tough.
Listen, okay, so being a special education teacher is not for the weak. You know what I mean? You have to have a heart for that because it can be extremely challenging. So I'm sure, you know, some schools who are dealing with a teacher shortage would say, look, man, like if you want to do the job you know, we say we looked into you and you check out and I guess his credentials must have been there. Okay, you know, you got a job. At the same time, like not making enough and resorting to trafficking people for sexual servitude is crazy.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
That you do have a point right there. So the alleged operation, it goes back all the way to 2022, and it involved multiple women being bought and sold for sex around the Atlantic Station area.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I think is like part of like the craziest parts is because I still go to Atlantic Station. You know what I mean? Like I know people, it gets a rep for being, you know, crazy because all these kids come in and destroy things, but like if you just go on any regular day of the week, Atlantic Station is fine. I'll go to the movie theaters there. I love the movie theaters there. Feel totally safe walking around at night, walking around in daytime, walking around literally at any point. So the fact that something like this was allegedly happening for years, we're saying these allegations date back to as early as 2022.
Right.
I mean, I would have never known.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either because, like I said, like you said, I also am somebody that enjoys Atlantic Station. I go there, I go to the Regal all the time, and during the day, it doesn't look that bad. I've been a couple of times at night also. The Falcons, they do a pep rally over there to get the you know, get people hyped for the season, and it always looks so good to me. But like, to think that this is something that's going on in our city and right around the corner, it's wild to me.
Yeah, that is kind of nuts.
You want to talk about cleaning up for company. You know what I mean? Atlantic Station is going to be a place that people go to.
For sure.
So when we have like the World Cup and the Super Bowl and all these big major events, y'all can't, I mean, this is why there's constantly a conversation about human trafficking in Metro Atlanta. It's because of that airport, if we're being honest. Like it's an international airport. So you're, you know, here and it connects you to literally like almost anywhere.
It's a hub.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is definitely a problem, but Atlantic Station is crazy.
Yeah. So to end it off, no allegations involving the students or school activity did happen. So, yeah, according to school officials.
That is unbelievable. Huh.
I'm glad none of that happened on,
Okay.
Wait, what were you about to say?
What was you?
No.
I'm about to say anything.
No.
Leave it there?
No, I wasn't about to say.
We just go leave it there?
Yep.
For sure. Amen.
Yeah, drop it.
Amen. Okay. Yes, in other news, a man was accused of an armed robbery, in fact, a jewelry store in Woodstock.
Yeah, man. Woodstock police arrested a man accused of robbing a K Jewelers. First of all, have y'all been to K Jewelers before?
Every kiss begins with K, baby.
Come on. Hello. Hello.
I see the commercial.
Yeah.
But no, I have not. I never heard of that.
That's so messed up. She said not. But yeah, he robbed a K Jewelers on Ridgewalk Parkway. The incident occurred Sunday afternoon in Woodstock. Police responded to a 911 call after 4:30 p.m. at a jewelry store in the 900 block of Ridgeway Parkway. All right. So store staff reported that a man entered the store armed and stole jewelry. Now, investigators identified the suspect as John Mendoza. He's 26 of Lithia Springs. They did get the money back. I mean, they did get the jewelry back, and they did recover the gun. So that's all good. I am a little upset. I didn't know people were still doing jewelry robberies.
I was thinking the same thing.
I did not know this. When I saw this, I said, oh, they're still robbing jewelry stores?
That was my first thought, too.
I did not know that was a thing still. I thought we have upgraded to, like, way bigger things. And granted, I mean, we don't want nobody robbing nothing, but we just thought that jewelry store robbing was, like, way down low. Like, you don't rob jewelry stores no more. This is not a thing.
There's too many movies about it.
They
always get caught.
Get caught extremely fast. Like, there's no way you're getting away with robbing a jewelry store. So I just thought that wasn't a big thing to rob anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost up there with like banks. Nobody really robs banks anymore.
Not for real. Like, I've seen like people go in and like rob the bank where they just kind of slide a note that says, I'm robbing you, give me the money, and that's like the robbery. There's no, gun, there's no team, there's no like crazy heist. It's just like, that just doesn't happen. Yeah, and I swear I was thinking the same thing. And then I was thinking like maybe he was like trying to rob it to give his fiance like a ring or something.
That's also a very good point. I didn't think that maybe he was just robbing to like get some. But also in that point, when you rob those jewelry stores, you have to flip that jewelry. Now, it's only a few places that you can flip jewelry, and they don't ask about where you got it from.
Yeah.
The pawn store is like one of the only places to where you can like go sell jewelry, and it's like they don't really question where you. But if you were to go sell that to a real jeweler, they would ask you like, where did you get this from? Like, if I came in at 26 and I'm not known to coming in this jewelry store, like buying jewelry or selling jewelry, first thing they're asking is, yeah, bro, I'm not buying this from you. This is definitely stolen.
I'm just wondering how you know this.
Oh, I mean, I watch a bunch of crime shows.
Oh, yeah, is that how?
I've never robbed a jewelry store.
That's interesting.
I've never robbed a jewelry store.
Seemed like you were giving a how-to for anybody who would like to rob a jewelry store.
No. I mean, there's documentaries out there about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all just checking here.
I'm just saying, I've never done that, but I definitely, I mean, I've seen shows.
So take it to the pawn shop. Is basically what you're telling me. Next time, just take it to the pawn shop. You'll be all right. They'll take anything.
I'm just saying, they will.
Also, there is actually a teen rapper who just got arrested on animal cruelty charges.
Yeah, so Aspen Easterling, 19 years old. Her rapper name is Aspen Cartier. Video circulated online showing Easterling allegedly striking a 3-month-old Maltipoo puppy and grabbing it by the nape of its neck and doing a whole bunch of other things with it on live stream on Twitch.
Tripping.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I mean, it's 3 months. It's a 3-month-old puppy at that. What is that in dog years?
Probably like maybe like
still a baby.
Yeah, it's like maybe like 2 or 3 years old.
Right. So for somebody, and it just goes to show like our generation is just my generation is kind of cooked. We're kind of cooked because we don't. How do you put this on live television? We're so numb to cameras and going live that we think we could do almost anything and no repercussions would be actually there. So the police said the dog appeared to be in good health at the time of the search, and Easterling was arrested and booked into the DeKalb County Jail on charges of animal cruelty. PETA got involved.
Of course.
And this is what they had posted. They had posted a tweet about them.
Look, PETA is going to, I don't know who alerts PETA, but PETA will find out if you are doing something to an animal.
Yeah, y'all better stop playing with these animals.
Yes.
Yeah, so PETA basically was just, bringing light to the situation. And as you can see, I was trying to look for the video, and I don't think I was going to post the video.
Yeah.
But like you could see the picture, and that's what she was doing with the Maltipoo puppy. If you could you see in her hand right there, that's the puppy, and that's her like kind of holding it.
Maltipoo is like one of my dream dogs. It's
like
like
a
a
little-
Maltese and a poodle mix. And like poodle mixes, when they're like the little toy versions, are so freaking cute and so smart. And this is devastating. First of all, those puppies are also not cheap.
I was about to ask.
Because they're very adorable. I mean, you could pay up to, like during the pandemic, boy, they were charging like $5,000.
$5,000
for a puppy that was like one of those like cute ones. Yes, I don't know. I'm sure the prices have kind of, gotten back down because there was a boom of people who wanted puppies during the pandemic, and so the demand was just skyrocketing. But that's crazy.
That is wild.
It's definitely sad, but good news: Twitch temporarily made Easterlink's channel unavailable for violating community guidelines.
These folks better stop playing with Peter.
Facts.
Peter is not. Peter ain't one to play with when it comes to them animals, boy. They would end the whole. Look at Mike Vick into his whole career.
Look,
like, bruh, better y'all play with Peter if you want to. I guarantee that girl will have no career after this.
people care more about dogs than they do people.
Bruh.
You know what I mean?
Her
So
career
think
is
twice.
over with.
Yeah, it is because she made her actual post. I mean, her actual Instagram. What is it? Private?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what you got. Yeah. She made it private, but like other videos that she has out there are circulated on the internet. Everybody's already.
Oh,
in
it's a
there
wrap for
typing
her.
it
Yeah.
up, typing it
Wrap
up
for her.
Yeah.
Well, that is not the only animal-related story we have to tell you about today. There was a rabid bobcat that attacked a man at a cookout here in Georgia.
First of all, when did we get bobcats in Georgia?
You know what? I
When
feel like
did that
I
happen?
recently found out that they were bobcats. I didn't know about those pigs that y'all were talking
Yeah,
about.
oh,
Wild
yeah,
hogs
wild
or whatever
hogs.
they are.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know. So a guy named Jody Dreggers, and this happened in Hoboken, Southeast Georgia.
Come on, Hoboken.
January 24th, during an evening cookout around 6:37 p.m., Dreggers was grilling outside in his cousin's yard when he heard repeated growling. A bobcat emerged from under the porch. Instead of fleeing, when Dreggers said it was unusual behavior, the bobcat attacked, latched onto his leg, and bit him. All right? Bit him. Draggers described the animal as making a terrible noise during the attack, and Draggers managed to free himself. The bobcat retreated under the porch. His cousin came outside with a rifle, shot that thing.
This is the most Georgia story.
Real Hoboken, Georgia story right there for you, boys.
Listen, when you get outside of Atlanta, you get real Georgia.
Bro, real Georgia.
And this is a real Georgia story. I do have...
Not my cousin.
Listen,
No, he did.
I have one complaint, and I hate to blame the victim. I really do. I never want to blame the victim. But at the point that you hear repeated growling,
Oh yeah, you bow. Oh well, you can tell they're not black because one growl would have sent everybody
one growl
in the house.
you know, you're not getting two growls out of me.
Yeah. And it's what'd you say, 6, 7 o'clock at night? Yeah, all I would have to do was hear little ruffles in the little ruffles. Oh yeah, we're out of here. Hey, y'all come get these burgers inside. We finna grill inside. No, brother.
That is crazy.
No, brother. His cousin said, "You know what? I'm about to kill this thing." And they probably ate that bobcat too. While you playing? They probably ate it and said, "Oh, we got some more to throw on the grill there. Come on, draggers."
But it was rabid.
That doesn't. Oh dang.
Rabies.
Yeah, rabies.
Tested positive for rabies.
Yeah.
Wow. So then at that point, if he got bitten, he needs to go and get treated for rabies too. Then.
He went to the hospital.
hospital.
Yeah, and got
Yeah.
rabies post-exposure shots.
Ooh. Man,
Yeah.
have y'all ever seen videos of like humans on rabies?
Nah, son.
Tweaked out, man.
Yeah.
Tweaked out
Really?
in a whole nother. Yeah.
I don't know what side of the internet you're on. That is. What? Where are you watching?
Hey, man.
It's a weird corner of the internet.
Yeah, what?
I honestly, I just think that the people who are in South Georgia, North Georgia, like again, outside of Atlanta, they're a different breed.
Different breed.
The fact that they would know that there was any kind of a bobcat around and be like, I could probably be fine.
For sure.
I'm not leaving this grill until these burgers are done. You know what I mean? Like that I got so much respect for them. But yeah, may he rest well and be well. We're gonna be right back after this break. We got so much more, so don't go away.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready, the legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What they do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's gonna trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back, everybody. Fulton County is suing. They are filing a lawsuit over the FBI raid of that elections hub where they just came in and grabbed everything.
Yeah, as you remember, as people remember, so on the 28th, we reported that the Federal Bureau of Investigation agents executed a search warrant for the Fulton County elections hub and operations center back in Union City. What they were basically trying to seize is they ended up seizing hundreds of boxes containing original ballots, voter rolls, tabulator tapes, and electronic ballot images from the 2020 election. Now, if you don't know why they was even out there, Lana, do you have a reason? Do you know why they were actually out there?
You know, this is a longer story that's just been playing out for years. There has been a lot of speculation and really allegations that the 2020 election was stolen. A lot of people think that those claims are totally ridiculous, totally made up, lack merit, that it's gone into courts all over the country and nobody's been able to prove any widespread fraud and abuse. Mm-hmm. Other people claim that that is just not true, that it's not been investigated well at all, that there's some kind of cover up going on here, and that they have been waiting for somebody to get to the bottom of these claims for years, literally since 2020. This is why all those January 6ers stormed to the Capitol. They thought the election was stolen, and Fulton County kind of became one of the core spots that alleged corruption kind of popped out of. You had Georgia elections workers who were sued by, well, actually, I think they sued Rudy Giuliani for making defaming statements about them, accusing them of being a part of the fraud and corruption in the elections, and he wasn't able to prove it, so he lost the whole lawsuit. I mean, it's been a lot coming out of Fulton County as a result of this 2020 election. So what we were talking about before actually was that even a lot of Trump's base has been waiting for this day of some kind of accountability, some kind of movement on this.
Yeah. And to your point, the Fulton County officials at one point even acknowledged that around 130 tabulator tapes from the 2020 election were not properly signed. And tabulator tapes, you hear 130, you're like, oh, that's nothing. But that is 315,000 early ballots
Oh,
that
wow.
they didn't include into it. So that's why there's a whole bunch of different cases that's going on right now with it. At first, when I seen it, I was like, oh, this isn't fair. This is Trump, just trying to get his own way. And it still may be that case.
Yeah.
But it's something up to question that does arise when you hear that 315,000 early ballots didn't get signed, So right now, Fulton County is suing, and why they're suing, they're claiming that the way that the FBI conducted the search was not accurate. They said that instead of taking the materials from the ballot, instead of taking the materials from the Fulton County election hub, they were supposed to just copy the files, copy the documents. They were taking a lot of documents, and instead of also copying, to add on to copying, they were supposed to be counting inventory. So what's so important about that is when you're taking inventory from somewhere, eventually we're going to want those files to be returned. We don't know that how much you actually did take, and how do we trust that everything that you did take is going to be coming back to us in the right amount? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
because there's people that's saying that it's multiple different totes that they were taking out. They were taking multiple different documents out, totes, pallet jacks of things, and you're not gonna return that to us. How do we know that you're gonna return every single thing back to us when the time does come?
Exactly. And I think I'm kind of looking up again, like why people think this happened in the way that it went down. But to your point, I think that if you wanted to rewrite history, you would have to remove all of the things that history would point to verify or discredit your claims. So that's why people were concerned about, you're not taking copies, you're taking them. You're right. How do we know you're going to put it all back? How do we know you're not going to insert other things in it? If they're saying we don't trust you guys, this whole thing is shady, then there are reasonable questions to be had. Other people, again, feel like these people are hiding something and the FBI is just getting to the bottom of it. Right. So, who knows what's happening right now? But a lot of people wondered why Tulsi Gabbard was there. She is with with National Intelligence. I think she's the director of National Intelligence, in fact. So she was not really, in theory, supposed to be along for the ride there, because this has to do with a local election, meaning like a national, like a within the interior election. She's supposed to be dealing with like foreign threats to the country, not like a local, like a Fulton County election. Even though it was a presidential election, that's what the question was. Like, why was she there? Right. And her stated reason, I just ChatGPT'd it real quick, and they're pulling this from Fox News. She said that Trump specifically directed her to be there for the execution of the search warrant tied to election security review. She claims that she actually called Trump very briefly. She facilitated a brief phone call where Trump spoke with FBI agents after the search. She says no instructions were given, but that's kind of what's the news about all of this. You know what I mean? Like, why is DNI, who focuses on foreign intelligence threats, here, and why were the documents taken instead of copied, if that's what the warrant allows them to do? And if she were taking those documents because she just deemed it was a foreign national security threat, then why did she have to piggyback off the warrant that the FBI got? Like, she should have been able to do this on her own at any point, in theory. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on here.
So you think her being there was them trying to, because you hear all the conspiracy theories about how it was foreign intelligence that was also involved in these in the 2020 election. They claim that Russia and China, people all over, was kind of having some handlings in there. Is that why she was out there? Or
I am like 80% sure. In fact, I guess, can you look this up real quick? Just because I got some stuff going over here too.
Yeah.
I'm 80% sure that Russia has meddled in our elections, and that's like a known thing. And so that's like not anything that anybody thinks is crazy. I would say that the meddling is more so known to be on the front end, like not like at the ballot box. From my understanding of it, I would say that they kind of get involved in trying to sway people different social media campaigns where they're trying to target you and get you to change your mind about, who you want to vote for, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So apparently in 2016, U.S. Intelligence agencies concluded that with high confidence that the Russian government conducted operations aimed at influencing the 2016 election. So they're saying that they was kind of involved because they was kind of infiltrating the media side of things, influencing people. These efforts included hacking and leaking Democratic National Committee emails and extensive social media influence campaigns also. So they are constantly involved. So maybe that's why she was there. We never know. It's always a developing story still.
And as I'm kind of looking into this just a little bit further, I guess the gap in where people are on this and like just the questions people have is because the FBI search warrant execution is domestic law enforcement. And if she's supposed to do intelligence on foreign threats, nobody has said what foreign threat led to this domestic search warrant execution and why she was there. So if there is any information about just foreign adversaries getting involved or operations or like a threat that led her to being there, they didn't say it. Now, would they tell us? I don't know. I mean, because at some point they also have to worry about the people panicking over elections. So sometimes I feel like they just lie to us or like omit things because they feel like they probably have to. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the public would actually do if we found out that Russia and China is actually meddling for real in these elections. I mean, we got the midterm elections coming up.
Yeah.
How do we trust as citizens that our vote, not only we're already worried about does it count, but other people might be voting outside of America too.
Yeah.
And I've seen claims with no real evidence that there is a conspiracy that people in another country, I won't even name the country, basically had citizens, non-U.S. citizens, vote early, mail-in ballots. They didn't have an ID. That's why there's a big conversation about how mail-in ballots are fraudulent because they don't know where they're coming in from. I don't know how to verify them. Dead people are voting, all those kind of things. That's what they're going to be looking into. And so, we did go from there's been no fraud and there's been no allegations of, anything wrong here at Fulton County to what you mentioned earlier, which was that there was like hundreds of thousands of ballots or something that had gone without a signature when they're supposed to have a signature.
Right.
And they're getting to the bottom of that as well. So, I mean,
it's sketchy, man.
Listen,
Fulton County always into something, bro.
It's always something.
Fulton County's always into something. But like I said, this investigation is ongoing, and even this lawsuit is ongoing too. So we'll have to see how everything plays out. We'll be following that.
Yeah. The show. In the meantime, license plates for autistic disabled drivers could be coming to Georgia.
Now, I think this is incredible. I think this is a good idea. So a proposal has been introduced in Atlanta, Senate Bill 433, also known as the Rios Law. The bill proposes a voluntary specialty license plate for drivers with autism spectrum disorder or other developmental disabilities, or for vehicles carrying eligible family members. The plates will include a just B-E-E, yourself symbol, or other approved signage. Final design approval will be determined by Georgia Department of Driver Services Commissioner. Now, this is what the plate is intended to do. So people just don't think you can just get one, okay? This is for people that actually have autism, okay? So the plate is intended to help law enforcement better recognize drivers or passengers who may have communication or behavioral differences during traffic stops or emergencies, which is very good because I don't think a lot of y'all remember, this was a few years ago, the guy that was walking home and he was autistic and he got killed by the police.
Yes.
And he was autistic, got killed by the police because they didn't know how to handle his autism.
Yes.
And he was trying to explain to them like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Please don't hurt me. But he was very clearly autistic. So now the bill amends state code to require additional training for peace officers and law enforcement, which I think is needed. I think they need that regardless, but I think it's very much so needed with this because I don't think people really understand how autism works. Like my mom works in the school system, so I see a lot of kids that have autism. So autistic kids are functional. Let's not get twisted.
Yeah.
Very functional. They just have a different way of learning things. They have a different way of seeing the world. So when they see a police officer, you know what I mean? They really don't know what's going on a lot of the time. So them seeing a police officer is like, wait, what? A gun? Wait, do I run? They don't really know what's going on. So I think this is great that Atlanta is giving this to people with autism, man. I think it's amazing. I think if you're autistic, please, when this drops, go get a license plate for sure.
Yeah, this might be better. This may be a better idea than the one we just reported on the other day. Remember when we were talking about actually being on your license plate?
Yeah.
I mean, on your license, your actual physical ID card, because like you said, people would finesse. But with it being on your license plate, it's harder to do so.
Hard.
Well, is it? Because you could just print out a sticker and just pop it on there.
No, this is not a sticker. This is not a sticker. This is like the license plate is made with that.
And it also says there's a penalty for doing that. People who obtain or use the plate without proper authorization could face misdemeanor charges. I would think that they would have the threshold for what qualifies as getting a whole plate
exactly
be higher than just
here's a license.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I have a handicap sticker on my car. Like I have one of those handicap things.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, my ex's granddad had it, and I took it from him, and then he passed, and then I kept it.
Is it on your license plate too?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I hang it up in
What's your license plate number? I just need to see something real quick.
I hang it up.
Officers, are you listening?
I definitely hang it up. I don't use, but here's the thing. I don't use it how people think I use it. I only literally use that thing when I absolutely need to use it. Like other than that, I never use it. Don't look at me like that. I don't ever use it like that. I really don't. I hang it up in my mirror. Trust me. If you had one, you would use it too. So I
actually know several people
exactly.
who have this.
If you have one, you would use it too. 1,000%. So, but you only use it when you need to. If the parking lot is full, hang that bad boy up and let's park up front.
Then you need to go to the back of the parking lot and walk like the rest of us.
Why would I walk when I have that?
Why would you use that when there might be other people out there who need the spot?
Funny story. Actually, that happened to me. So I got out the car.
I'm glad.
I got out the car. Put my thing. It's hanging up, and this lady's walking, and she's getting in her car, and I get in out of my car. And I guess she just looked at me like, "Oh, this dude is an able-bodied man. What happened to him?" And I could clearly see she has a cane and this, that, and the third. She said, "Oh," I said, "What happened to you?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And just kept walking. She was like, "Dude, you got a handicap. You should be parking if you got a handicap." I was like, "Oh snap! I totally forgot I had that handicap." I was like, you know, bruh, I don't know what I said. Made up a whole bunch of lies and kept walking.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm just saying overall, like,
it's not cool. It's not cool at all. But I mean, I use it.
Thank you. None of this is cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying I use it.
I will say one time, I was just running into the store. I wasn't even going.
God,
hold on.
People be judging, but
no.
Some judgy people up on this panel.
No, because it's not the same. I was going to look at the time on the door. I wasn't going into the store, and I didn't want to stop. The option was stop right here and hop out and look, like right in front of the curb, or move myself out of the way of oncoming traffic. So I just literally pulled straight into one of the handicaps where there was two spots. The whole parking lot was empty. I was like, there's no way. Surely no handicap person comes in the meantime while I'm just looking at the sign on the door. Swear, like I came back to the car and there was somebody giving me the meanest eyes in the second handicap parking spot. I'm like, bro, okay, but what are you doing here? What are the odds? The whole parking lot is empty. I just was really quickly, I didn't even turn my car off. It was still on.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Boy, yeah, but I felt bad. I would never have a sign.
Listen, I don't feel good about it, but I have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't use it all the time, but I have it.
I feel it.
Come on, no, you don't.
I trust you. I definitely.
I don't know why.
I trust that you use it every time.
I don't use it. I really don't.
Just
use
as much as I'm in the library, I trust that you use it.
All right, that's good. All right.
Alto Keys, I see you said you don't have one, but you have one, but it's not in your car. It was your grandpa's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So
all y'all, terrible.
This will just kind of like help me like notify like the cars that's in front of me if they do. You ever have those thoughts? How you gonna say with thoughts? But you ever just look at that person in front of you and just be like, something is off with this person.
He is on one today. Something
is off with this person. The stickers would let me have more patience. The stickers will allow me to have more patience with when I'm dealing with people in front of me also. Yeah.
You know what though? Because in all jokes aside,
I hear him.
That's real.
I hear him.
Because I do see either like family on board or the one that's patient, student driver, and I'm like, all right,
no. I hear him though.
Back up off of you.
I hear him though. I definitely hear him.
Definitely give me more patience.
Oh, that's funny.
Also today, couple of brothers, were sentenced for a Georgia lottery fraud scheme.
Oh, y'all didn't hear about this.
You people are crafty. No, I hadn't heard of that.
So here's the thing. Two brothers, Quentin Watts and Philip Watts, both from Sparta, Georgia, another country town in Georgia. The investigation began in August 2024 at the request of the Georgia Lottery Commission. So they've been trying to get these boys for a minute. You know what I mean? They say the brothers targeted coin-operated amusement machines, which are those little slot machines, in the gas station, which are located regularly in gas stations and stuff. Authorities say the scheme ran from June 2021 through September of 2024. Exploited the machines, stealing thousands of dollars by manipulating game credits and illegally cashing out winnings. So you can't get cash out of those machines. You only can get like earnings for credit at the gas station.
I was wondering how that works.
Yeah, you can't get cash. Yeah, they don't cash you out.
Because you can't. And I always see those gambling machines. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, how is this legal?
They get credit for gas and stuff like that. So you don't actually get money. From what I'm understanding, you don't really get money. So yeah, they did that for a while, man. They did that for a minute. And they got a permanent ban from Columbia County. They can't even go. That's one because they've done this in it says 12 different counties in Georgia, 12 different counties, and one of the counties they got a permanent ban is in Columbia County.
Wow,
can't even go to Columbia County no more. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think y'all realize how like weird it felt for me coming from Colorado to here, seeing like everybody at those slot machines at gas stations.
Those are, yeah.
Like I don't see that. Like that's really a Georgia thing, y'all. I want y'all to understand. Like any gas station you go to, if they have a slot machine or something in the back, there's like people there using them. Like it's so crazy to me.
But in Vegas, they're like everywhere.
I've never been to Vegas.
Oh my God, Vegas! You could like gamble on your lunch break.
Yeah, but
you gamble anywhere.
But you can cash out on those though. You can actually get money. You actually can win money from those because gambling is illegal in Georgia. Like you're not supposed to I think it's like to a certain extent. Yeah, it's illegal here. That's why whenever you see those slot machines, they tucked off in the back of every gas station. They not in the front and the window. And if they are in the front, the windows are blocking it, so you can't see. Yeah, man, you're not supposed to have them gambling machines in there. That's why you can't get money. You're not legally allowed to give me my winnings. I have to give you credit for the winnings. Yeah.
So, but doesn't that kind of take the fun out of it? That it's like, here you can have some gas.
100%.
You want to buy some chips?
100%. Now, there are some gas stations because my auntie do this. So there are some gas stations that do give it. You can go up there and you spend $100. You get if you win, you get a couple $100 back.
What?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say
them the hood gas stations.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. I was about to say like I see some really down and out bad people over in those areas sometimes.
That's the hood
if
gas
they're just
station.
getting like gas credits, I couldn't see it.
No. It's some hood spots that they actually pay you out.
You know what? And there's a casino that's not really that far. It's on an Indian reservation.
North Carolina.
That's up in North Carolina.
Yeah, Horace.
Yeah, boy, I went there one time crawling with seniors. Seniors had taken over. They love to gamble.
What?
Wow.
Man, it's
My
crazy.
auntie stay at the gambling spot, boy.
And that reservation is really cool, actually.
It's
Have
nice.
you been? Yeah, it's cool.
nice. It's nice.
There is a rehab program for Georgia doctors and nurses with addiction proposed by state lawmakers.
Yeah, so this one actually was interesting to me. So House Bill 19 would create a rehab program for impaired healthcare professionals, including nurses, doctors, and other medical workers. Now, when they say impairment, they're including alcohol use, drug use. A lot of these doctors have some mental health issues, all types of things. But they're basically saying this because some of these I'm not going to say all because there's no studies that actually have been done on these nurses and these medical professionals, but a lot of them are at least exposed to drugs in these environments. So if they were to have an addiction, if they were to have an addiction or something like that, they're around these elements and they have this, they're in this environment on a day-to-day. So it makes it harder for them to get off. Not only that, but they're saying they want to have a rehabilitation program for it because if they get caught, they lose their license. They get caught having like drugs, anything on them, if they're caught using, they can possibly lose their license. And that could it creates a weird a dynamic because if I need help as a medical professional, I'm not going to go seek help because I might lose my job.
Right.
So instead, they're allowing them to actually have rehabilitation programs instead of losing their jobs. So this was something that is really important and I think would actually help the doctors out a lot. I haven't thought about it like that, but our doctors our medical professionals could be on drugs and we wouldn't even know it.
I never even thought about that. And literally, what would you do? Because if anybody finds out, suddenly I don't want you to be my surgeon.
100%.
I don't want you poking me with no needle or poking me with anything because I don't know, what would they do? That's crazy. Yeah.
So like I said, I even looked at it, like some of the consequences or how they even like get caught. Because they don't do drug tests on these nurses or these medical professionals at all. You would have to be suspected of it in order to have a drug test that's actually put out there. So if there's no suspicions, if there's no investigation going on, they typically don't get drug tested. But again, the environment that they're around opioids on a constant basis. So it's a slippery slope, and I'm glad that they actually are using this rehab program and implementing it or trying to get it implemented. So we're gonna keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I really never thought about the world where there are always people said to have gotten opioids and fentanyl and all this stuff legally, and then whatever issue they had that prompted it goes away, or the doctors decide you don't need this anymore. You already got an addiction, so you end up on the street. These people just have a constant access to this stuff. That must be awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Constant access. So like I said, it's something that is still being like studied on to this day. I tried to look up some studies on it. They're still coming up with some studies on it to this day, but yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out on that.
For sure. Well, finally, here's we round the show out. Playboy Carti is appalled and pissed and highly upset he was snubbed from the Grammys.
As he should be. As he should be. Because here's the argument that I think should be had. Playboy Carti sold 1 million units. He sold 1 million units with that album music. So if you're selling 1 million units and your album went #1 on the billboards, that calls for a Grammy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I honestly think with his music, you can't really give his music a genre anymore. It's not hip hop, it's not rock, it's not metal, it's not. Where do you place Playboy at? You know what I mean? I think he's all over the place with his music, but I definitely think he should have got a Grammy.
It's so weird because not only did he not get a Grammy, but like, I mean, you're saying like, what genre is he? This last album was kind of a rap album. He had Swamp Izzo, the DJ, shout out Swamp Izzo, and they was making some really good rap tunes. They did a real big disservice by not giving him anything.
Yeah, 100%. Well, he's in Atlanta all day, so we can give you your own Grammy, Playboy. You got a Grammy from Hot 97 Atlanta over here, all right? So shout out to Playboy Carti, man. If you didn't get one from the Grammys, you got one from us.
And that is going to do it for us. Do we have any final thoughts for the people?
Nah, man.
Amen.
Black History Month.
Amen.
Keep it up. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Nia Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's gonna trust that. Any of
This sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.